We're about to head into a turn as we continue our patrol off the coast of the Hebrides, I guess. And I have discovered a contact. Should be... That's our butt. It is not a contact. You can put my butt in your phone. But not your phone in my butt. That would be incredibly awkward and messy. Fucking A. So this is about 3:58 or so. So it's about dead ahead of us. So I'm going to extend our course. It doesn't sound like it's a convoy. That's what I was hoping for, but as I am always hoping for. So we are surfaced. Oh, I need to increase our speed. Last I checked, conditions were terrible, and they continue to be so. It is about 3:30 in the morning, and it is very dark. I know I wouldn't say I've gotten complaints about the darkness, but it is very dark. I'm going to go ahead and complain. It's really dark out. I'm not going to be able to see this guy. See if I can dive and hear him again.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
Drop our speed so we're not going too terribly fast underwater. And I don't hear him anymore. Good job!
Auftauchen. Vorne oben 10.
Not exactly sure what happened there. He could have been going faster than us. I could have waited too long. I'm gonna look at the log here. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, frankly. He could have been at the absolute maximum range for us, and I could have missed him because of that, but all in all, that's a little bit mysterious. It was perhaps a ghost ship. Who can say? I'm going to actually continue on as we go into this turn. So that seems really strange to me. We weren't... I don't know. He could... The most likely explanation is that he was sailing faster than us and just outran us. Because I was going ahead full, if I recall correctly.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
Beide Maschinen Kernfahrt. 50 Umdrehung.
Beide Maschinen halbe Fahrt voraus.
Well, that's not what I wanted, but I do want to surface. Shit. We missed him. Oh, actually, I should have stayed under going into that turn. I'll just go under again.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
The art of submarining with Effing controller. One more check. I like to do a check after every turn to clear my baffles. And nothing. Well, we'll stay under for a little while. Hopefully, contact will pop back up. You can't catch them all. It's not like Pokemans. Sometimes they just get away. But there's always plenty more fish in the sea, as they say. I apologize. I was just putting us down for a midday soak. To take a nice bath around 10:45, and it's looking like my excellent hygiene is paying off. So we have a contact at about 58 degrees, I would say. It's pretty distant, but we'll mark it and see if we can track it down. It's the wrong tool. That's not quite the right line, but that's okay.
Derzeitige Tiefe 3-0.
58. Probably not that far out, but let's listen to him for another 10 minutes or so, and also slow down. Might have been a bit much. I always forget F8, when you hit that to go to the hydrophone, it automatically brings the time compression back down. So yeah, he sounds a bit louder Looks like he's more at like 62 now. Not the right line. Yes. 62. I'm thinking that he's heading west-ish. I'm gonna surface the boat.
Geht wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Actually, increase speed. Pretty deep. Conditions, by the way, are terrible. I am not in the condition to hunt. That's okay. What am I doing? There we go.
Normaler Antrieb.
Normale Antrieb, everybody. Just head due
Geht
south.
wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
And let's see. I'm going to increase speed even more because I mean to kill this man. This boat. Man, boat, whatever. Okay, let's dive. Periscope depth will be absolutely sufficient. And that would probably be him, but let's continue a full sweep. Just because we have had it happen where we get a delicious BOGO, as they say in the grocery biz. 300 degrees. That is hot. I think I might be right. But he's going to be a little bit... Well, let's listen again, because... definitely louder. I think that he is heading west. Or west-southwest. I think that this might be a traffic line in the campaign files. I mean, that's a pretty nice little line, and now that I'm detecting one here, I'm thinking that he's probably heading this way. But that is knowledge that, of course, a responsible, fair-minded U-boat captain wouldn't have. I haven't looked into the campaign files. At least not for this reason. For other reasons that I will probably detail at the end of this patrol. But for now, matters to attend to off of the coast of Scotland. It is terrible out. How are we going to do this, I wonder? Hang on. Use that little trick of quickly going there to stop the time compression. I bet that there's a keyboard shortcut to do that. I'm not going to bother with that right now. What am I doing? To just bring it to ×1.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
Under, and I think my assertion might be right. I think he's heading west-southwest. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Something like that. And hey, you know what? Let's go nuts. We're gonna do this entirely on the surface. Well, not entirely, he says, diving. I'm going to attack him on the surface, though, for sure. Just surface the boat. And we're just gonna kind of idle here. Can I see him? Can I push the right button? Let's get an actual weather report here. I think that the fog might be fog heavy. That means like, well, I don't know what it means in this necessarily, but in like GWX, fog heavy meant like you can't see further than about 700 or 1,000 meters. gonna be interesting to see if we can even get in visual range of this guy. Just kind of nudge the time compression along. Okay.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
I'm a little worried that he got ahead of us there, but we'll find out.
Lage
Nope.
305. Große Entfernung.
Well, we can do a little exercise here with the nomograph. He appears to be about 5 kilometers away. We want to know when he will get to this point here. It would be actually a little bit more interesting to do this without the benefit of having this contact line, but I think that he's going to end up roughly around here. And he's over here. So we need to know the amount of time it will take him to cover this distance. So we know when to expect him. And this is a guess because I don't know if this is exactly his course. There are techniques to do that, which I'm honestly not good at, so I need to learn them. But so he's heading at 8 knots is my guess. I want to know how soon it will be for him to cover 4,000 kilometers. 4,000 meters, excuse me. That'll be about 16 minutes. So, let's wait for 10. I can't go topside yet. It's a bit hasty. Whee! All of the wrong buttons. I'm about to hit my waypoint.
Geht wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Oh, but he's not gonna be visible.
Geht wieder auf Kurs, Herr
Beide Maschinen
Kaloin.
sofort voraus.
My assessment of the surface conditions is correct. If my estimated amount of visibility is right, then we might want to get this close and adjust accordingly. Now, he should be coming into range. I'm going to dive again.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
Oh, never mind. I got the line just about perfect. Just as a kind of a guess. We do need to back up because a torpedo fired at that close of a range will not arm. And also he could see us. Hey, speaking of that, this is going to be tough.
Boot ist durchgependelt. Entlüftung schließen.
Where is he again? Can you help me out, guys? I think you're lying to me that you can see him juddery for some reason. But juddery, is that a word? It is now. Look in the effing dictionary. Alright. Let's try that again. 4. Nada. You're lying. Okay, so now I'm worried that we're gonna get too far away to even see him, and I can see smoke right above my idiot crewman's head. Hey, look at this little guy. He's Panamanian. You know, I'm gonna do a snapshot here. I'm not even gonna. It's easier to do snapshot. Well, you kind of, with the Uzo, you can't use the KIUB doohickey. So I'm just gonna kind of be a little lazy about this, honestly. Had a nice relaxing bath earlier. My midday soak. Just kidding, I don't take baths or showers. What a disgusting habit. No, let's see. We're... It's not a super big ship. Boy, the way that the waves are... This is kind of a lose-lose, because the magnetics in these kinds of conditions like to go off prematurely. Impacts will sometimes not hit smaller targets like these, because the ship will just bounce right over them. But I think that an impact is our best bet, because a magnetic almost certainly will detonate prematurely, or not detonate at all. The other problem in this weather with a magnetic is that the ship can essentially do the same thing as what it would do with the impact, where it goes over it, it'll be too high up to trigger the magnetic pistol. So I think that that's my best bet. I'm going to change this a bit. I'm just guessing 8. I'm guessing all of this. We'll see what happens. This is a kind of a shitty shot. Oh my god, he's close. You're telling me that he can't see me? Uh-oh. I think I got that wrong. He's too close. I'll be kind of impressed if our torpedo even arms. Well, having said that, we might be alright. See, it's breaching, and that's usually a sign that if it were a magnetic, it would not go off. But it's an impact, and it will hit him. Ooh. Bouncy. Hey, alright! Good shot, me. Just a little guy, and not like a convoy or anything. I wanted to hopefully run into a convoy around these parts. A bit staggering that he couldn't see us. I mean, I can see me. I don't know. Interesting stuff. But it resulted in a kill, not of monumental size, yeah. I was gonna say, that looks essentially like the equivalent of a coastal freighter from GWX or Silent Hunter 3. But a worthy exercise, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of shoddily done in a lot of ways, but I hit him, and I guess that's what counts. I didn't even bother to range him out. I didn't accurately measure his speed by any means. But I got results. I'm a loose cannon, but I get results. Awful lot of Panamanian ships up here. I don't feel like that's that can be possibly accurate. Seems a bit silly. I was worried that we were too close for that to arm, but obviously it did. Don't know if that feature of the torpedo is enabled in this, but anywho, just taking the scenery. The weather is just pitiful. Hunting in these kinds of conditions is clearly not a lot of fun. It's difficult. It's apparently somewhat arbitrary as to whether or not you can see the enemy really, and whether they can see you. I think he should have gone evasive, but that's just little old me. Just waiting for this guy to sink. Come on. Give the people what they want. Sink! Enter Neptune's... Ooh! Well, that was nice, but it sped through it. I goofed. Terrible cinematography. There it goes. Onward and downward for you. Alright. That was most pleasing. So we need to get back on course, I guess. I will kind of have us malinger around here. I don't know if convoys hang out here or not. I mean, thus far we've sunk 3 single merchants in this area. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. And hopefully expend all of our torpedoes. We have a lot left. That's ridiculous. I mean, that brings our total to over 75,000, I think. Got a lot of tonnage this patrol. And we have more yet to gain. Alright. Let's keep hunting. Well, folks, we are about to reach the end of our course line here off the coast of northern Scotland. And I have to say that I'm not very happy with how this patrol has gone. I mean, certainly we've had amazing success sinking tons and tons and tons of ships. I think we're over 80,000 at this point. That's a lot. But the whole point of playing Silent Hunter is to do that while you are fearing for your life. Like, Silent Hunter needs a sense of impending doom. Otherwise, it doesn't mean much to sink a large battleship. The whole point of being able to execute a torpedo attack is you're doing it despite the enemy's efforts to completely destroy you. And I don't have that sense of danger. I don't feel like this is much of a challenge doing what I've been doing. Certainly we've run into planes, especially down in the channel, but I haven't seen a single plane here. I haven't seen planes really anywhere other than that one here in Northern Ireland, or off of the coast of Ireland. We've seen, I guess, a few here and there, but they're pretty uncommon, and moreover, we haven't run into any escorts or anything like that. It just seems like everything's been pretty easy. So I'm going to set a course elsewhere. I'm actually going to go through here, because I don't give a damn.
Geht wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Because I want to encounter a convoy, ideally. That would be pretty good. Now,
Geht wieder auf Kurs, Herr
I know that convoys in GWX and just generally in Silent Hunter 3 tend to come through here. I think it's more reliable to find them, like, out here. So I'm going to head that way. And hope to run into a convoy, or at least some greater degree of difficulty. Because I feel like I'm clubbing baby seals. And I have a lot of experience doing that. I hate to admit it, but God, I've done a lot of it, just for the hell of it. No, that's terrible. Let's head down here.
Geht wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
We have enough fuel, and worst comes to worst, we can come back through the channel again. But, yeah, I have to say that I'm a little disappointed, because I was really expecting that this mod would basically be GWX in Silent Hunter 4. GWX would not let me get away with this nonsense. So, and I think maybe because there's just not enough scripting up here. It's a huge effort. It's a huge effort to even just convert everything over, but to also, if you don't convert it, to create it yourself. It takes a lot of effort, and it's just missing up here. So it could just be that I've hit an area that hasn't had the appropriate campaign mission files created for it, but like there's nothing happening other than me sinking tons and tons of ships. So, well, I've sunk 3 up here. I guess I shouldn't be. Let's be perfectly accurate here. But it's been done without any challenge. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is I want to have challenge. I want to have a fun experience, trying not to die. I think that's what you guys kind of expect too. I think you want me to play this game and do the crazy zany things I do, in spite of all the danger, in spite of all the crazy things that the enemy can do. I think I've made my point. Maybe not. I can't really say. Let's just look at this island that looks like a parrot man eating a peanut. Contemplate it. Very good. So we're going to get out of here and head towards greener pastures. More difficult pastures, which makes them not greener. I don't know. It's a terrible metaphor. We're going here. End of story.